Jamie and I were together for about 20 years. And it was at a time when I was representing, you have to find your in. And my in has often been meeting people early in their careers when others might not be as interested in them. And really kind of seeking out that talent and making the alliances with the talent and with their other representatives. And that was very much the case of Jamie. He had managers who I'd come to know because they were involved in some other projects I was doing. And then when Jamie started working on Living Color, which is when I started representing him, and that show became a big hit, and then all these other opportunities became open to him. But people in the comedian world were at one time a much more easier way in. I mean, one of the issues you have to realize about representation, which we don't talk about that often, is it's a club for a reason and a boys' club for a reason. People tend to refer to the people they know and like, which tend to be people like them. And if you're not like them, you're not going to get the referrals, just plain and simple. So often I get the referrals because I'm so well known, but in the early days, because I was just out there early on in people's careers, sometimes before they got agents or managers. They had a deal, and I would make the deal, and I would be the only representative.
As his fame grew and he started getting movie deals and he was still on Living Color, had some music success, what was different about the negotiation process for you?
Well, I think the seminal moment for him, and this is something that we were leading up to for quite some time, was the negotiation for the movie that became Ray, which had actually been bouncing around for some time. And this is often the case, with a movie. It's almost like you have to wait for the star to be born or the star to come to ascendancy, and it was just the best of everything. His musical ability, his acting ability, it all just combined. And from then on, he was, a major star and commanded major star deals, and that wasn't particularly difficult, except that it's always difficult in trying to figure out, kind of not so much what to ask for, you know what to ask for because you do your homework and you have experience, but, just the juggling of all the things that are, the different projects that people want to do. It's kind of like F. Gary Gray, who is someone who I've also represented since the very beginning of his career. And, having most recently done Fate of the Furious and now in prep for the new Men in Black movie, that's a lot of ground and that's a long way from Friday.